Here's a good stoplight, Center Street, Forum Boulevard. It's at 42.1, still a red light, 42.3. Nothing like a real-time test. 42.5. Screen's probably going to time out. 42.7. Oh, it's almost full solar. So that's a 80% charging efficiency. Oh, there we go, 100%. And I think the light's going to change. Nope. Those left turners are letting me go a little longer. 42.9. And come on, 43. Oh, green light. It is now the following day, conducting the low battery usage or battery life test for this Instinct 2X Solar because someone asked me to, and I thought it'd be fun. Let's see what happened. I wore it last night to bed, so we have my sleep data on here, and yeah, it's been an interesting test. I think you'll like the positive battery life that we're going to see in this. I know I'm going to get a question on this. This is my Remarkable tablet that I've been using for almost 3 years, electronic ink. I love it. So we start off the test on day 9. I was at 76%, 24 days to go, and that was on Thursday. And then yesterday, Friday, day 10, wearing this 2X, and yes, flame red. So battery life, how long would this Instinct 2X last if Bluetooth were off, Bluetooth were off, SpO2 manual mode, so off, barometer only every 24 hours, backlight set to 5%, which means anytime you press a button, the backlight comes on. Unfortunately, Garmin does not let you turn the backlight off for one reason or another. 5% is as low as it goes, and you can kind of tell in here if I crank it up, yeah, it really gets bright. I don't know why you'd want to go above 50%. Anyway, and then we have D&D sleep mode, 2100 to 0730. Move IQ off. Not quite happy with Move IQ on this model. Abnormal HR off. Key vibe off, so less vibration. Vibration alerts are still on. Satellite set to GPS only, and then backlight gesture, meaning when I'm wearing it and I tilt my wrist, the backlight auto turns on. I disabled that. So at 8 a.m. yesterday, it was at 78% or 35 days. And if you were paying attention, yes, it went up because I was outdoors a lot. And then I did almost a 25-minute GPS walk, just under a mile. At 11, it was at 77. And then the rest of the day, no notifications because Bluetooth was off. And then I wore it to bed last night with no SpO2. It still shows a 34-day battery life, and the battery is at 76%. So from 11 a.m. yesterday to 9:11 this morning, it only dropped 1%. So it appears to be dropping about 1% per day, but you could end up even if you're getting 100 lux hours. I'm about to go outside to do some gardening, so I'm going to get some really good sunlight. So we'll see how we're doing. So now we just swipe to the right. We can create a new one. Day 11. I like to always write the watch name on top. So we have 934D or days. Actually, it just changed. 33. %. So I'm going to leave it in the same mode and see what happens. Now the cool thing is when you're in this mode at any time, you just press start and I can go to walk and I don't have to take it out of all that stuff. And GPS will turn on, heart rate will turn on. I have the heart rate on. Tomorrow, after I wake up, I like to track my heart rate during the day. I am going to turn heart rate off to see if that does even less, but I don't think it matters. I mean, at one point, I think it did matter a lot, but heart rate seems to only be zapping about 0.5%. It's just a small little point. And I'm sorry I don't know your name, but here's your call sign on YouTube. You're the one that asked me to do, well, you asked the question, then I thought, well, I'll just do a video about it. It's using such little, but you can turn it off. I really think the backlight going down to 5% and then disabling notifications by turning off Bluetooth, that's what's really saving the battery. And then of course, when I'm doing GPS workouts, I did GPS only. You do have many different options with that. So low backlight, either eliminating or reducing the amount of notifications, and then using a different GPS. But this thing charges so quickly when you're outside, it looks like it'll just go forever. Now, if I just put it in battery saver mode, right from the watch screen, you just click control, and then you just go to the battery, boom, battery saver on. So that's gonna automatically disable Bluetooth, disable heart rate, but you don't get the fun watch faces, and the watch is less entertaining to wear. It's still going to track my steps. It's still going to track flights of stairs. It still can do temperature readings and whatnot, but it does turn off heart rate. See, battery saver enabled. And now the battery life is to 76 days, so 1%. So if we get a lot of solar energy today, this could easily say infinity. Okay, just for you, I'll keep heart rate off for a while, and I'll wear it the rest of the day in battery saver mode. That's what I did most of Thursday, and it went down about 1%. We'll see what happens. Good morning. No weather. Sunday the 16th. Step goal, 142-day streak. Awesome. HRV balanced. Okay, don't know how it knows that if it wasn't. I mean, I did do a test. Oh, and my base is 50 minutes faster than yesterday because I did run for an hour. And yes, I did use GPS. Looks like it's kind of guessing on the weather, or maybe it pulls that in from satellites. I don't know. Intensity minutes, crushed my goal. Training readiness says hi. You're ready to take on the day, but no sleep. Yeah, the sleep should be right there. Yes, so we're at 74 days, 74%. So even with the 1 hour run, and yes, I did synchronize it, so I had it out of battery saver mode for probably about 20 minutes yesterday. It only dropped 2%. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of my Sunday morning ritual. I charge my rings, and of course I have to charge my Apple Watch. So now we go to day 12. I'm just gonna abbreviate. Sunday, yay. So we have, I would say, battery saver mode. I would say it was 90, not quite 97%. I would say 94. Whoops, that's a 3. Most of yesterday and all night. Was my sleep tracked? Not really. So now if I look at solar activity, nothing today because I've just barely got out of bed. And we got up to almost 100 yesterday. So about 93 lux hours. And that's about 2% increase. So we went down, then we kind of went up, and we kind of leveled out. So sleep, no data. Temperature 86. Heart rate, nothing. Even though I'm in battery saver mode, I can just quickly exit it temporarily and do a health snapshot and see how my heart's doing this morning. And now we're on day 12 with the Instinct 2X. Last night, to save battery life, I just kept it in the battery saver mode. So heart rate wasn't running. Did it detect my sleep? Let's find out, because the morning report is ready for us. And another test done. 76 heart rate, average SpO2, 93. Average respiration, 10 breaths per minute. HRV, 67. I'm happy with that. Stress, 30. Save. So how long will this battery go? I think we've already answered that question, because it's going down about 1 to 2% per day. It looks like it zapped about 2% in that GPS activity. It might have done more, but because I was outside during sunny weather, the increase in solar charging kind of balanced out the battery drain during the GPS run. And I also, I used the less accurate GPS tracking. So if you kept it in battery saver mode and you only worked out maybe 3 to 4 hours a week in GPS, but if you're averaging a good hour per day of sunlight, I think the battery could easily last you 3 months in between charges, or dare I say forever. It just depends. If you're not checking your heart rate, you have it in battery saver mode, which means you're not getting any notifications. Yeah, the battery life is going to last you, if not 3 to 4 months, it's going to last you infinity. Pretty cool. But I like to see my heart rate, so I'm going to take it out of battery saver mode, and now we're back to 33 days. But I wonder, what if I just turned off battery saver mode and I enabled Bluetooth. It's synchronizing. There we go, synchronized. And if I go to the calendar, go to yesterday when I did track sleep, there's my sleep score, nothing for today. I can click edit, and then I'll tell it that I went to bed at 23, about 10, and then I woke up at 07:05, no sleep score, but it does push the data to the server, and even without heart rate, it still thinks I was in deep sleep 2 hours and 25 minutes, light sleep 5 hours and 10 minutes, awake 20 minutes, so all based on the accelerometer, but it can't track REM apparently without heart rate, and it looks like I don't get a sleep score or respiration or anything like that. So yes, it still tracks sleep, kind of. I didn't push it to the watch, or maybe it's still thinking. Yeah, I kind of missed that sleep score. It's almost worth taking a hit of 1% and putting heart rate on at night to get better sleep data. But if you're not interested in doing that, you could just quickly turn battery saver mode off and then on again in the morning and get an estimate of your sleep data, and then go back into battery saver mode, and it only uses just a small percentage. Months of battery life in battery saver mode, or at least 2 months easily with solar if you're not in battery saver mode, but then you do this trick where you do kind of an airplane mode, and you go to the phone and you go blip and disconnect it. That'll kill notifications, save a lot of battery life because it's not vibrating every time you get a tweet, and get a good hour of sunlight, and you're going to get a really long time in between charging. What started out as a simple question ended up being a little more complex, but that was a fun 3-day test. And it's interesting, just little clicks, turning off SpO2, that's gonna lengthen your battery by almost double. You know, if the battery estimate said 20 days, you turn off SpO2, turn off Bluetooth, and then you can get to 40 days. Mine's estimating that I have 30, that is small font, that I have 32 days left at 73%. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So Garmin made a long-lasting watch. Well, I hope that answered a few of the questions, and especially the question from that one user. I'll put his name up again. Thanks for inspiring or maybe instigating a video. And if you have other questions about this watch or some of my other watches, I also recently started testing the Coros Apex 2 Pro again, and then I'll be testing the T-Rex 2 Ocean Blue Special Edition. I'm also testing the Amazfit Falcon again. Thank you, Sean, for returning the watch. I also have a new smart ring coming my way, the Ultrahuman Ring Air. So I'll be testing that against one of my Oura rings. The man with two watches, the man with two rings when they're not charging. Thanks for clicking on by, and appreciate you watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday or whatever day it is, and I will see you again with another video next week or sooner. Goodbye for now. And what I slept with last night, Garmin Instinct 2X Solar, and this T-Rex 2, their new Special Edition Ocean Blue, my Oura Ring Silver on my right index finger because my circular ring broke, and then another Oura Ring 3 and an Oura Ring 2, and underneath me, this sleep tracking mat by Withings. And there was just one more. For the last 7 days, I've been wearing my Apple Watch around my ankle. New experiment, kind of a weird one, but yeah. So I'm gonna go for a quick walk now, but that's just my little fun morning report of what I wore. And then coming soon, I don't know where the box is, but yes, the Ultrahuman ring. So I'll be wearing, 4 rings again. I should be getting a circular replacement soon, but yeah, that's what they look like. These are just the try-on ones that you wear, but it'll be interesting to see how they function. Yeah, and I'm digging both of these watches, of course, but you know, the Apple rings, gotta complete them, and you'd be surprised how accurate it is on the ankle. And I'll have a full report on that in another couple weeks. I am just happy that I made it this far. I made it 3 or 4 days. The last time I tried my Apple ankle weight, and I've done it days all the time, but during the summer it's a little more difficult and more of a challenge socially because it looks really weird. During the winter I can just put them in my sock. Yeah. So all day yesterday I kept this in battery saver mode to see what would happen with the battery, and it fell to 79%. Not bad. And it got up to 81 with all the solar activity. And I'll show you that in just a second. This is the morning report you get. So I took it out of battery saver mode so I could do a full sleep tracking, but I did save a lot of power, probably 1%, by not enabling the SpO2 at night. And I'll show you how to turn that off in just a second. But this is the morning report in monochrome on an Instinct. And this is new to the Instinct 2X. I don't know if they add this to the Instinct 2. I'm not quite sure. But you just scroll on down. All right, sleep score 72. Went to bed a little late, not enough REM. And then if I click on the button, it shows me the details of when I went to bed, awake, light. There we go. There's all those categories. Then I click back and back to the sleep report. So if HRV status 32, that's okay. The weather today, calendar, Intensity minutes, so I've reached my goal. And training readiness, 85. All right. Today's suggestion, a 12-minute pace run. And my step goal, 140. Does that say 140? I don't have my glasses on. Yep, 140-day streak. And then the fortune cookie, today is your day. Let's go get it. Now, if I scroll up, one thing I've noticed on this Instinct is the morning report does not stick around as long as other watches. With my Garmin Epics 2, I was able to get the morning report sometimes 2 hours after I woke up, but this one not as long. So we'll come back in just a minute. And just a little bit later, now we can scroll down. Oh, there's the hourly report. It's going to be a great day. And now we're out. So to turn off SpO2, you just do a long press. You scroll on down to sensors and accessories. And this is where you could turn off heart rate if you want to save a little bit more, but pulse oximeter, and I made it to manual check. Of course, you have during sleep, all day, or manual. Those are your options. So we'll leave it on manual. And then if we scroll down, there's the solar activity for today. Nothing, because I just barely woke up. But yeah, Thursday, I almost got, 186K. So that's pretty good. I'm averaging 55, which is about 1.5 battery percent increase. So now it's in smart mode, kind of, but you could just quickly put it back into battery saver mode. And now we're at 70 days, so 1 day for every percent. And then the cool thing is, even though I'm in battery percent mode, if I want to go for a walk, I can just click there, and I don't have to tell it to exit battery saver mode. It'll just quickly go into GPS, and then as soon as I'm done, it turns it off. So that's kind of fun. And also, even though I'm in battery saver mode, it's tracking my steps, notifications are turned off. It doesn't track sleep as well. I'm going to test that tonight. I'll keep it in battery saver mode and see what it does for sleep. So there are my steps. It still counts flights of stairs. It still counts quite a bit. That weather is data from the last time I had it connected. So yeah, it could last you months. But I'm going to do some more battery saver tests today and let you know more details about that. Oh, this is the other fun thing. So let's say you're in battery saver mode, heart rate is not going, but if you added the glance, the little widget of health snapshot, you can quickly re-enable that. Wrist not detected. Okay, well, it is now. And now it's going to do a quick health snapshot and give me those quick stats. And then everything turns off. You can see the lights quickly turn on for pulse, but I have to hold really still. See you in a bit. And 2 minutes later, it's done. Average HR 81, SpO2 96, respiration 12, average stress 44. Well, I am filming a video. And HRV 36. Not bad. And save. And now all those sensors are, of course, turned off, and it's back to save my battery. The downside to battery saver mode is you kind of get just one watch face. But if you just turn off Bluetooth, you're still kind of in battery saver mode. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do that. And then I'll keep battery saver mode off, connection disabled. So for the most part, it's in airplane mode. It is quite weird that they just don't add it. And now I have fun watch faces to look at during the day. All right. Oh, we're back there. That's something new on the walk. Look, chicks. Little miniature gnomes. Isn't that cute? What do you think? Do you like that? Are you trying to get your leash off again? I think the miniature gnomes are adorable. Whoever put them there. It's fun to find surprises on the walks.